Ooh, 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 ooh. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day. Very sorry for my appearance. I don't have any excuse. Today what we're going to be doing is getting into a couple boxes that I have over here of makeup from Tarte. I have recently ordered the Tarte like build your own beauty kit, which I totally forgot that I even ordered. It's been sitting in my living room for like weeks or a week, multiple weeks. I don't even know. And then I also have another box here from Tarte which holds inside the Lele Pons and Tarte palette, which I just thought was such an interesting product to be releasing. I really wanted to know what that was all about, so I went ahead and purchased it. We're gonna look at it together today, and yeah, I'll be trying everything on my face, and that'll be the video. We got two little smoochy boxes from Tarte here. These both came super fast. Tarte's actually pretty good with shipping, at least in my experience. All right, so the first thing we're gonna get into is, oh my gosh. Oh, I guess when you pull on the wrong side of the box for like a solid 5 minutes, things don't typically open correctly. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys all the items that I received from Tarte. This is like 63 bucks or something, but you're supposed to get like 6 or 7 full-size Tarte items. I've done these a few times. Sometimes they're hard to even know when the sale's going on. Thankfully, somebody let me know on Instagram this time, and then I like did a little post on Instagram letting you guys know as well. But like, I don't get text messages from basically anybody besides Tarte, Too Faced, and Pizza Hut. And still somehow I'm able to miss these sales. And if you guys think that's a joke, literally most of these text messages are from some company saying like, hey, we got a coupon. Oh, Texas Roadhouse. Literally this was from Wednesday from Too Faced. They text me more than any of my friends. But this is the little makeup bag that I selected this time. It's okay, it's cute. I like that it's kind of squared off. I feel like the bags are kind of getting smaller and smaller, not gonna lie. It does remind me, why does everything remind me of my grandma? She had some rugs or something. No, it was the car seat covers. She had car seat covers like inside her car because nothing could ever get dirty, and they look kind of like this. The first thing I got was the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. Every time I try a new one of these boxes, I try to get a different foundation that I haven't tried before. This is in the shade 22N Light Neutral. It's supposed to be 12-hour makeup. So it comes in a little tube like this. I personally have not had fantastic luck, to be fully honest, with the Tarte foundations. A lot of them end up turning like red on my skin. That could just be like a me problem, I don't know. The next thing I got was the Gifted Amazonian Clay Smart Mascara. Again, wanted to try something different. I've never had this mascara before. This is just in the shade black. Ooh, I think the bottle's really pretty though. Very different. Looks like a big old stick of bamboo. It's also upside down. So yeah, I'll see how that works out on the eyes today. Next we have the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Man Eater eyeshadow palette. Watch me get copyright claimed for my beautiful rendition of Man Eater. Inside we just have some fairly neutral looking shades. It looks like they got a little tousled along the way. There's just some powder and fallout like all around the shades, I'm guessing from shipping. Then we have the Tarte Park Ave Princess Amazonian Clay Waterproof Matte Bronzer. Oh, oh gosh, that's kind of cute. I don't think I've ever seen the packaging for this bronzer before. It almost looks like a little billfold, like a little wallet that I would keep my one singular dollar in fake plastic credit card in when I was a child. It smells like, oh, I was saying it smells like clay. Amazonian clay. That would make sense. Then I have this Tarte Glossy Lip Paint in this shade Snap Crackle Pop. I don't think I've ever tried one of their glossy lip paints before. I typically get like one of the mattes when I get these boxes, but I want to try something a little different yet again. So that is the color of it. That's actually really pretty. I'm pretty excited about that. Not a great scent. I really like that color. It's... Ooh, 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 ooh. Is that what that's supposed to look like? When I put it on, I was like, that doesn't smell very good. It doesn't taste very good. At least it's a pretty color though. But then I looked at the doe foot. Is it supposed to be that color? It's like a green, blue. It looks like a mossy swamp or something. Is that normal? I literally can't tell if that's the color it's just supposed to be or if it's kind of moldy. When I saw it with all the lip gloss on it, it looked exactly like mold. That's why I freaked out just a little bit. I can't tell. It doesn't smell good though. It smells real bad. Okay, so there's that. Okay, and then the very last thing in here, we have this brush, which I got purely because it looked pretty. It almost looks like something from Dr. Seuss. You know, like the trees in the Lorax or whatever? This pretty much looks like a Lorax tree. Doesn't it though? That looks something straight from Dr. Seuss. Ooh, it is really soft. I like that. I just thought this was really pretty. Kind of lightweight. I'm a little bit disappointed in like the feel of the plastic. I was hoping it would feel a bit more like sturdy and not like I'm gonna snap it in half. That is everything that I got in the make your own kit. I am just a little bit concerned about this. I don't know if that's what the wand's supposed to look like, but I know this does not smell good and it does not taste good. So I might see if I can like contact somebody just to see if that's what the wand color is supposed to be like, or if that's an indication that something's gone awry. Okay, next up in this box we have the Lele Pons palette. Now, when I saw the release of this palette, I was confused. And this is absolutely nothing against Lele Pons. I've never really watched her content. I don't watch her YouTube videos. I've seen a few of her Vines like from back in the day, which what happened to Vine, you guys? I love Vine. I still quote it. That probably shows my age. And I know like TikTok's the new thing now, but I could never TikTok with the kids. I don't think I could. I think this was like a perk or something when you made a purchase recently on Tarte. They sent you like a gift bag. It's a pretty gift bag. It's kind of like crunkled up and stuff, if crunkled was a word. Just from like first impressions of it, it's much heavier than I expected, but I must say the outer packaging of this, I don't know, it just doesn't look exactly as high end, I guess, as like Tarte stuff sells for. And then the inside, when I saw the layout, when I saw the inside of the palette, I was very confused. So this is the outer packaging. Then we have the palette layout on the inside, and I thought this was a very unique choice. So all of the little pans are laid like crooked to the side with the names underneath them. And down here we have a blush and a highlight. Personally, the color layout, the color scheme, it's just so, it feels just very standard. I don't know. I thought there would be something a little bit different in it. It just feels like this has been done before over and over and over again, especially from Tarte, who's somebody who does like natural looking stuff all the time. This just feels like a repeat of like many of their other palettes to me. And that's why I'm kind of confused about the entire collaboration. Like Lele Pons and like Tarte coming together. Maybe they're trying to do like a Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star thing where somebody who's not in the beauty world comes together with somebody in the beauty world, and they're trying to like latch onto her market of like younger kids who might enjoy makeup. I don't know. I just thought it was a weird combination. It's like that saying, how does it go? I'm gonna mess it up. It's like they didn't stop and ask not if they could do it, but if they should do it. It's almost like, you know what I'm saying? And again, that's nothing against Lele Pons. She saw a marketing and business opportunity and took it. That's very, very smart of her to do. I just think Tarte went a strange direction. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that down below in the comments. Wow, I have successfully rambled for 20 minutes without putting a single thing on my face besides potentially moldy lip gloss. So I'm going to start putting stuff on my face. I am very interested in seeing how this foundation is going to work out for me. Like I said, I've had some problems with Tarte foundations in the past, so hopefully this one's really good. Oh. This is almost like moussey. I don't know how much you need. Probably 7 fingers ago. When I go to the beauty blender, I try first because that's typically how I like to apply my foundation. Okay, I feel like most of that was just sucked right up into the beauty blender, so I'm gonna switch over to a brush. I don't usually put on my foundation with a brush. That's why I'm having a very hard time finding one right now. Also, I can't see them. That sounded not good. Oh, we'll find out what that was later. I'm gonna try out this Sigma brush on the other side to see if I can get a little bit of a more full, even coverage. Okay, maybe my original estimation of how much I should put on in the first place was undershot. I'm just gonna put like a lot more on my face. Oh, my eye is burning. You can literally hear my eye click. Is this normal? That clicking, that very much concerns me. Okay, so the foundation is done. I actually really like how it looks on the skin. It almost looks kind of like airbrushed, which is pretty cool. I guess it's like the moussiness of the foundation. Okay, just a light dusting of powder, especially where I'm going to be bronzing. Okay, now for some quick bronzing. This kind of has like a gray tone to it, so it might give like a little bit of a contour effect as well. Also doesn't smell very good. Okay, so there's the bronzer. I actually really like this color bronzer. It's less like orangey and stuff than I typically am, so that is good. Oh, I didn't bronze my nose. I was avoiding it. It always looks like a pile of dirty rocks when I try to either contour or bronze my nose. Okay, and now actually going into the Lele Pons palette, I'm going to use the face shades down here on the bottom. My first pass at reading this, I thought it said playa, but it's actually playa, I think, which is beach in Spanish, if I'm not mistaken. This playa shade is actually really, really pretty. It might look like I already have blush on, at least on this side of my face, but no, that's just my weird red skin. It just beams through everything. Okay, I actually personally really like this shade of blush. It's like nice and neutral, just like a pale pink. Then we have Celoso, which is the highlight. This might be a little bit deep for my personal skin tone. Oh, I actually think that's really pretty. It blends in pretty nicely. So far, not too shabby. My face feels like so much more tan and sun-kissed than I actually am right now. I mean, like, look at this comparison. Underneath this mask, it's nothing but pasty mayonnaise. Okay, quickly, I'm gonna do my brows really fast, and then I'll be right back to play around with some, what's it called? Eyeshadow. My eyebrows are finished, and now we're gonna start playing with the eyeshadow. I am gonna be pulling a lot more from the Lele Pons palette because I do want to do a review on this. We might try to throw in some of the Man-Eater palette. Do you see what I mean here? About like Tarte's palettes kind of almost all looking the same. There are some definitely exceptions, and these obviously are not the same. This one has like a gold and a purple, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm just still not 100% sure like why this was a necessary thing to do. Alright, so the first shade I'm going to go into is Boo Boo Cakes. That's a fun name. This looks like a really, really nice shade. It's definitely blending out really nicely, so that's good. I would love to be able to do like maybe a soft glam look or something. That's been kind of popular recently. I just watched Rob Beauty Christie do a video on like a soft glam look. I swear I'm not stalking her or anything. She just happens to be one of my favorite YouTubers. And also my real dad. And maybe my real mom and an uncle or two. Okay, the next shade I'm going into is Amigos, which I think, doesn't she have like a whole show called Amigos? I've never actually seen the show. I've just seen commentary channels do commentary on the show. And I guess it's just a full, how do you say, rip off without saying rip off. A whole maybe parody of Friends, the TV show. So yeah, this is Amigos going on to the outer corner. This is definitely a very, very warm shade. Oh, my eye hurts so much. Oh, if I get like an eye patch or something, do I only have to put makeup on one eye? Okay, and then for like this inner portion here, I think I'm gonna take this center shade, which is Loca, and just use my finger and tap that on. Oops, I forgot this palette over here literally even existed. I'm gonna take a little bit of this lace shade and use it as my brow bone highlight. And then maybe to deepen up the outer corner a little bit, I'm gonna take Midnight over here just to make it a little bit darker. Okay, and then just so I can use the purple shade somewhere, the purple shade somewhere, I'm gonna use a little bit of it underneath my lower lash line just so I can use it. Okay, so that was a very, very, very easy eye look. I think I'm gonna put on some eyeliner really fast, and then I'll be right back to try out the mascara. Holy guacamole, I don't think I've ever seen somebody mess up eyeliner so royally before. Oh, what was I even doing? Did I fall asleep in the middle of me putting on my eyeliner? I might have to put on fake lashes just to cover up the travesty that was that eyeliner. Okay, this is much more of what I was going for, but instead I end up with this chonky boy over here. We're going in for a rescue mission. I kind of fixed it, but it's almost like when you look at it, you know something went wrong there. You just can't quite put your finger on it. Okay, and now I'm gonna try out this mascara. Does this seem like a very like big mascara wand? I keep trying to like nudge up my glasses, but they're not there. Okay guys, so here is everything all put together with the mascara on. I think the mascara went on pretty well. Didn't give as much volume as I'm used to, but it coated really nicely and it was super black. The palette, I think it's a decent palette. I actually really like the blush shade and the highlight shade. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with this palette. It's just a kind of confusing launch because there's nothing that you probably don't already have in your collection here. I just really think this is definitely trying to target like Lele's fans, maybe get like a new base of audience into like the Tarte makeup. Is it a little bit of like a money grab situation? Most likely, but like what is it nowadays? So the rest of the stuff that I picked out for my like create your own Tarte bag, I like it. This is my favorite foundation I think that I've tried from them so far. I think the Man-Eater palette's probably gonna be really nice, like just an easy throw on palette. The brush was really nice and soft and fluffy. And then the lip gloss, which it could potentially be moldy, or not moldy maybe it's just older. I don't know. Smells, again, real weird, and tastes funky as well. But I do really love the colors, so like if I could find another one that isn't having the same issues, or if it's just perfectly fine and that's just how it's supposed to be, then I'll continue to wear it because I do really like the color. But yeah, I guess that is everything. Let me put on my glasses so I can see y'all. I feel kind of like nice and tan and glowy, and if I wear like long sleeves and like a turtleneck, maybe people will think I'm actually like this glowy in real life. I have to wear some like gloves too. But yeah, that is everything that I have for you guys today. Thank you so very much for watching. Please go ahead and consider subscribing if you would not mind. It would mean the absolute world to me. And I just hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!